Okay, we rolling? Yeah? Okay, sweet. Hello, it's Timothy Mark here, and yes, we're here in Freedom Studios, Melbourne, and I am in a suit and tie for a very, very special video. So special, in fact, that yes, I'm not wearing the backwards caps and singlets and all that sort of stuff. In this video, I've got a couple of things to share with you. Some really good teachings from Freedom Business Land. One really, really cool lesson that we teach the guys in the Secret Society Mastermind program. And yes, I have been getting your emails. We are opening up a Secret Society Mastermind program in the next several days. We're taking on new applicants, we're taking new people on board. And in case you don't know what Secret Society Mastermind is, it's a little online course that I've created that shows you and many people all over the world how to build a little business that funds a life of freedom, fun, and adventure. But before we get into that, I actually want to share with you some of the content. I want to open up the box, so to speak, and show you the inside of Secret Society Mastermind, show you what the guys learn, and show you how the guys actually built successful businesses so that they can go live the freedom, fun, and adventure lifestyle. And in this video, I actually wanted to talk about one of the most important things that we learn. Basically, it's in week 2 of the program. One of the important things called being the best. So being the best, what does that mean? Well, I don't know if you can hear right now, but I've literally got a view. I'm looking at the Formula One racetrack off my balcony. It's literally just over there. There is Formula One cars running around for qualifying laps. It's here in Melbourne at the moment. And I actually went yesterday. I went to one of the qualifying sessions and the cars were going around the track, and you know, I'm not that into car racing, but my friend brought me along. I was like, okay, I'll go and see this thing. And the cars are going around and I'm looking at the pits. I'm looking at how everything's like running. I'm looking at the whole operation of it. And it is so precise and so amazing and so professional and so damn crazy. Like, these things go so fast. On the television, they just look slow and rubbish. I don't know if you've ever watched car racing on the television. It's just, for me, it's boring. But when you go there, those guys, like, there's a person in that thing going so fast. It's amazing. And the amount of work, the amount of precision, the amount of professionalism that goes into just putting on that Formula One is absolutely insane. So I don't know if this mic can pick it up, but yeah, there's cars like literally going around right now, and you can hear it all over Melbourne. It's pretty damn awesome. But anyway, how does this relate to Freedom Business, and how does this relate to Secret Society Mastermind? Well, I was sitting there and it reminded me, I was telling my mate who I was with a little story of how when I was a little kid, we had a Ford, okay? So my mum and dad, we had a Ford motor car. And, you know, loved the car. It was a great family car, I guess. But I remember driving down here to Melbourne. I was from a small country town. I remember driving down here to Melbourne in our little Ford, you know, driving along, and we came down this street. And I just remember, I was probably about 10 years old, and I just remember looking and seeing my very first Ferrari and being like, holy shit, this is the most awesome thing I've ever seen. And you know, you're 10, so you've got no little filters, you've got no little, you've got no judgments basically. You're just like, this is awesome, this is so inspiring. And as a little kid, you're like, I'm gonna get one of those one day, right? That's like the thing in your mind. You're like, I'm going to get one of those one day. And actually, ever since I was a kid, and ever since I saw that Ferrari, and ever since I was like kind of inspired, and that's the thing, like awesome stuff like that, like Ferraris, you know, nice clothes, you know, being like seeing things that are very professional and very well done should inspire you to do things well yourself. Anyway, we're sort of alluding to that being the best thing and why I'm telling this story. But I saw this Ferrari, and then I thought to myself as a kid, you know, a naive little 10-year-old, I thought, why don't Ford just make stuff as cool as this? Why don't Ford just be like, make their cars look as awesome as Ferrari? I'm sure they'd sell more if they were as this inspiring, all right? So, you know, the Ford, it's cool. It gets you from A to B. But every time you get in it, you're not like inspired, right? It's just like, okay, this is my car and off I go to my job. And, you know, I guess a car is sort of always has been traditionally synonymous with your profession and your career. You know, you rock up in a Ferrari, whoa, that guy must be, you know, somebody or do something, right? So the whole point of this story, the whole point of this little, when I was 10, seeing a Ferrari and being inspired, I was like, you know what? Ford should just make them look like this, okay? It didn't make sense to me. So let's relate this to now, fast forward to now where I'm 28 years old and I've built my own businesses, and I've also shown a lot of people all around the world how to build their own little businesses. And one of the first things that we talk about in Secret Society Mastermind is being the best. And that means, why not be Ferrari instead of Ford, okay? Here's the thing. It costs exactly the same amount of money to build a website that looks Ferrari, okay, and a logo and a brand and an awesome, image and things like that. It costs exactly the same amount of money to build a Ferrari as it does to build a Ford in terms of websites. Now, I'm not really too sure on cars, manufacturing cars, but in my mind, I was like, even if the Ferrari had a Ford engine, it would still be cooler. So, it'd probably cost roughly the same to build a Ford, chassis, I guess, than it does a Ferrari. Actually, it probably doesn't, but you see where I'm getting at here. The raw materials going into it probably cost roughly the same. I'm not sure. But I know with websites and I know with businesses that building your brand, building your logo, building your image, and building your website, which if you join us on Secret Society Mastermind, we'll be showing you from A to Z how to do, it's exactly the same cost to build a Ferrari as it is to build a Ford. And the thing is, if you build a Ferrari, it's very lonely at the top, so to speak. Most people, when they start in freedom business and they start out looking to build their own business to fund the lifestyle that they want, they look at everyone else out there and they go, yeah, this feels like I feel comfortable in doing, this. And what I mean by that is they see mediocre websites out there and they sort of think, okay, yeah, I'm comfortable to be that. I'm comfortable to build something like that. So I've even noticed this in some of the guys that come on Secret Society Mastermind. Their initial instinct is to build something mediocre. Now, let me tell you another little thing. Most websites out there, most businesses, all that sort of stuff fit into 3 different categories. There's the bottom category where everything just looks crap and they price everything really low. They try and cutthroat everything, like they try and cut prices in order to get business. That's kind of the bottom rung of businesses out there. Then there's this other rung, this middle band, I like to call it, this middle sort of section of businesses. And they're, I guess, the mediocre ones. They don't look amazing, but they don't look crap either. They're just kind of mediocre. They just do their thing. They do a good job at showing products and services. They probably make really good sales and charge average prices, okay, the mediocre band. Then there's the ones up the top. And the ones at the top have decided, no, we're not just going to be mediocre, and we're certainly not going to be crap and cut prices. We're going to be the best and charge the best. So when we come into Secret Society Mastermind and say that you've got a business that develops, and there's a cool guy in Norway actually doing this right now on the program, that develops iPhone applications for people. You want to come out and you want to say, we are the best iPhone application developers. And to do that, you need a Ferrari-looking website with a cool video, with something that explains to the customer or to the potential client or customer that you really are and you really seek to be the best, okay? So, as I say, the core lesson, I guess, for this video, in that being the best and charge the best, when you step outside that mediocre comfort zone, and let me tell you, when you first build your website and you first build that thing, that little business, you're going to feel like wanting to build something mediocre, because then, okay, here's the big tip. If you go to build something mediocre, then you've kind of got a cop-out, okay? If you really try your best and do your best and build something that's like amazing and awesome and like better than anything out there, and it fails, then it kind of hurts, right? Because you tried really hard. But if you don't try that hard and you just build a mediocre and it fails, then you can be like, oh, well, I didn't try my best in that, so, that's probably why it didn't work. I hope you're following me here with this. So the key is to get in there and be the best and charge the best. And why people don't do it and why businesses out there don't do it, and you may see it out there. You're like, why do people be the Ford and not the Ferrari? The number one reason that people don't do that, and new business people, I mean, everyone needed to start somewhere. If you've never built a business before, you know, it's a very scary thing. And the number one reason that you don't step out and just build something awesome first go is due to fear. And the biggest fear is criticism, okay? Stepping out and saying, hey, look at my awesome business is going to attract criticism in your life. Oh, business. What do you know about business? I've never seen you do business. Why aren't you doing your accounting job? Or why aren't you focusing on this? Or why aren't you focusing on studying or whatever? Okay, you're going to attract criticism from friends, family, and people around you. So what that does is that forces you not to be the best. That forces you to kind of dip your toe in the water as opposed to jumping in and going, okay, I'm going to build something incredible that's going to blow people away, okay? Because when you blow people away, you attract attention. When you attract attention, you attract sales, all those sorts of things. So I hope that makes sense. Be the best, charge the best. Why not just be the Ferrari and not the Ford? Okay, couple of things here. Couple of things to kind of finish off on this little tangent I guess I've gone on. Number one, I'm actually redesigning my blog right now. I'm redesigning my website. And part of the reason why I'm wearing this getup right now is I was like, all right, why don't I try it? Why don't I just step out and build something that looks and feels very professional and clean and sharp and really exemplifies that whole be the best type image. Now, for me, I built an online business and I built a freedom business to fund a life of freedom, fun, and adventure. So I didn't have to wear this stuff all day, every day, okay? But in the branding, in the the Freedom Business blog and all that sort of stuff, I really wanted to step up and show a really professional type, clean image with the whole new brand, okay? Because we're going into Secret Society Mastermind number 3 now. I kind of wanted to upgrade. I wanted to step things up even further. And in Secret Society Mastermind, I think it's really important as, the coach and as your coach, I guess lead by example, okay? Leading by example. So if you have a look, I'm going to put it up on the screen right now, the new blog design. I'd love for you in the comments section below this post to let me know what you think. So here it is, up on the screen now. I'll just do a quick little scroll through. And I hope that to you looks relatively Ferrari as opposed to the version that we've got now, which may be a little bit Ford. I don't know. It's still, I think, very professional, but I get excited about building stuff and making things better all the time. So that's, I guess, the first thing in this whole be the best type thing. That's what's going on in my world. And no, I'm not always going to be wearing suits and stuff in videos because this year, actually in 5 weeks, I'm going to be taking off doing a lot of traveling and running Secret Society Mastermind on the road and meeting a lot of people in person that are doing the course. Anyway, more on that later. But the second thing is, so a quick little takeaway for you to do this whole be the best, charge the best type thing is think about an area of business that you'd like to go into. Next week, I'm going to be putting out videos on specific areas that we actually go into, specific businesses that we actually build in Secret Society Mastermind. I'm actually going to interview a couple of people that are in the Secret Society Mastermind and talk about their businesses and what they built and their journey from day jobs of doom to freedom, fun, and adventure. It's funny, we've got a guy. His name's Matt. He's from London, and his friends are just absolutely tripping out that he's now traveling around. I actually recorded an interview with him in Spain. He was sitting there in a coffee shop in Spain, just going, check it out, how cool is this? I'm just here in Spain living the freedom dream. So anyway, that's coming up. But the first thing that you can do is think about maybe an area, if you've got a business idea, the very first thing you can do is you can do a competitor analysis. And that sounds hard and that sounds tedious, but all it involves is going to google.com, and putting in a couple of keywords around that business. And then just go through all the different websites and see which one that you feel like is the Ferrari, okay? The Ferrari of that market, okay, they're the guys that you're going to want to be even better, right? You're going to be the Lamborghini of that market. They can be the Ferrari, that's cool, but you're going to be the Lamborghini of that market. It's pretty exciting stuff, and it's fun to build something that you're really proud of. Like, imagine if you built this whole, like, awesome looking website, this really, really cool business, and then you were able to actually show your friends and family with a heap of pride, like be really proud that, look, you know, look, mum and dad, or look, guys, this is what I created, and this is what I'm going to use to fund my lifestyle, okay? And that's what it's all about, okay? Funding the lifestyle that you want, but having some fun in your business along the way. Okay, cool. So I hope you got that. Why not be the Ferrari instead of the Ford, okay? And it goes along with, you know, your own personal habits and the way that you conduct yourself in all areas of life. Do you physically work out every day? So you make sure your body's running like a Ferrari and eating the right things. So you're running like a Ferrari and not like a Ford, okay? It all comes down to a choice. This is the amazing thing. You can choose to be the Ferrari or the Ford. It's literally just a choice. Just be like, no, 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 I'm going to be the Ferrari, okay? And then you can start to seek out philosophies that go with that Ferrari, design philosophies for yourself, health philosophies that make sure your body's running like a Ferrari, all that sort of stuff, okay? It's all really fun and inspiring stuff. So I hope this video's inspired you to maybe step up and be the Ferrari as opposed to the Ford. And what I'd like you to do is, yes, do a bit of Googling and competitor analysis, but I'd like you to start to recognize the people in your life and the people in the world that are operating like Ferraris and the ones that are operating like Fords. Just make mental notes of that as you go about your days. So, in closing, in finishing off this video, next week, I'm going to be putting out a whole lot about the Secret Society Mastermind course. I'm going to be talking in depth about what it's about. We're going to be doing interviews with guys that did build their businesses, and you're going to be getting lots and lots of tips and advice on how to build your own freedom business. So again, if you don't know what this whole Secret Society Mastermind thing is, watch out on your email. I'm going to be sending out heaps of details about it. It's really, really exciting, and we'd love to have you join on board with all the other cool guys that have joined us. If you haven't seen it yet, underneath this video, I've got a little video on our last Secret Society Mastermind trip that we did and a little bit about the program, so check that out. But most importantly, I'd like you to fill out a little bit of a questionnaire. So if you are interested in learning how to build a freedom business, I want to know where the specific frustrations are with you and yourself in getting this lifestyle sorted, in getting this freedom business off the ground. How long have you been thinking about building a business? What's been the roadblock? What are the sorts of things that you really want to learn? What do you want to sink your teeth into, and what do I need to show you so that you can build that business that funds the life of freedom, fun, and adventure? I'm excited to have you start the journey with us. It's going to be an amazing, amazing year ahead. All right, guys, fill out the questionnaire by clicking the link below the video, and I'll talk to you very, very soon.